Happy JanuHAIRY. Have you heard of that? JanuHAIRY. Yeah, kind of odd. But when I was researching and looking for my own stuff on YouTube, it came up with hairy armpits as a search engine part, and I went, what? Huh? That sounds kind of weird and creepy, and like, is somebody hating on me or what? Yeah. But when I looked into it more, get your shit together is, some people are like, shave those armpits, man, and shave those legs and get your shit done and get, take care of you and finally get that hair removal done or something. And I went, oh, well, there's some sense to that. Okay, so JanuHAIRY. Well, part of it is getting your shit together with me. Yay! And I'm going to tell you, I shave my armpits. Yes, thank you very much. It's less odor, less problems. I use less deodorant and product. Yep, that's this kind of talk today. Hairy. Yeah, there's a lot of famous people that love hairy armpits or just showed them off accidentally or on purpose. I don't know which, but that was part of it. And then they got into some creepy, gross stuff. So please don't bother looking it all up. Don't go there. Yeah, no, gross. Okay. And the other part of it is it's wintertime. So how many people just let it fly, let it grow, let it be? They shave their legs in the summer. Their armpits, well, maybe it's here and there. Who knows? That's your thing. You do you. If not, I have some great ideas on saving money. Yeah. Since I have a latex allergy, I cannot do the waxing. So I tweeze my own eyebrows. And that's part of GYSTing for me is, every once in a while, I just take some time to do some self-care. I tweeze my eyebrows. I have a sexy unibrow. If I don't. Having one eyebrow, like Bert and Ernie, no. I inherited it. It goes from about here to here, so this part here you hardly see. And this part here is there, and this seems to kind of want to be all one, and that just doesn't do it for me. That's not my thing. So I tweeze them. And another thing that I do is I use an epilator for my legs. And it's a whole bunch of tiny little tweezers. I don't know if you can see that, but it's probably 2 to 4 tweezers beside each other. So it yanks out the hair on your legs. I don't shave my legs. So if you leave your legs going all winter long and you and your hubby think it's nice and furry and fuzzy and nice and pretty and fun, and that's your thing, that's awesome. If you're somebody who shaves all the time and you're kind of sick of it, then I suggest you leave it for a couple weeks. Well, no, you don't have to. You can leave it for a week and use your epilator. Give them a good yank out. Obviously it's not going to feel pleasant because you're pulling them out. So if you're one of those people who can't handle any pain, take the tweezers to your legs and see if you can handle it or not first before spending, I don't know, I think I've seen them for $35. I spent $75 on mine 10 years ago when they're newer. But as you can see, I do my legs. I sit on my countertop. I call it yoga. There you go, right? Sitting on my bathroom countertop, do my legs. And then I clean off my countertop after. So it's no big deal. I had a bath, so it's all clean. No worse than when men do their shaving and it's all over. I gotta clean the counter and the bathroom anyway, so let's do it that way, right? It's all good. So I did my GYSTing today because I had plans canceled because it's cold and snowy and yucky out. So I took a couple hours for me. and I call it GYSTing. Getting your shit together, self-care style. Taking a couple hours that I could be busy doing a whole bunch of other stuff too. But sometimes you just gotta take some time for yourself, because I'm not feeling great, I'm tired, I'm blah. So, had a nice bath. I did my nails. I didn't do anything fancy with them, just get rid of all the little hangnails, all the little pieces that stick and rip your nails off, because my nails suck. But, hey, I did my toenails. Woo! Yeah, I just trimmed them and cleaned them. You know, they got it, then you could see if there's anything going on there. And then I used my epilator to remove my leg hair. And I had somebody told me once that it was just horrible and awful, and why would I ever suggest such a thing, because it hurt so much. And I thought, well, they were the ones making fun of me for all my pain issues and complaining and problems, or telling me that, you know, it wasn't a big deal. And then a couple of them that I had told were, one of them said it was awful painful, and I went, maybe because, I don't know, maybe their pain tolerances isn't as bad as, or as good as I thought. Or maybe mine's not as bad as I thought. And I knew it was, you know, the first couple times I did it, it didn't feel great, but now, it's nothing now. And another person said that, you know, they ended up drinking a whole bunch of drinks just to get through it. And I'm like, wow, really? Wow. It's really not that bad. But if I did my armpits or my bikini area, well, the bikini area is a little more sensitive, so maybe. But do this the day before you're going to go swimming. Don't do this before you're going tanning. They recommend not to. Other than that, you get a little few red bumps. There is the oil that is a blue that you can put on. I forget what it's called, but sometimes it'll come with your wax kits and other stuff. But I can't wax because I have a latex allergy. And yes, there is latex in waxes, personal waxes, and the ones you get done at the salon. So, no go for me. My sister looked like a burn victim and had to go on super crazy medication and slept for 3 days. So, we're not doing that. So, the epilator works great for us. When you shave, a lot of times you get 2 hairs that come out of that follicle. So, when you yank them out, you get back to 1. And when it starts, if you have ever seen those commercials, when you shave it, it's flat. So your hair is coming out flat. When you pull them out and it starts up, it starts a whole lot thinner, and then it gets thicker. So for the first bit, you're not going to see it anyways when it starts coming back, and you're not going to feel it until it's grown in a little further. So instead of having to shave, I don't know, every day, every couple of days, whatever people do. I can go a couple weeks, even a month without, and ain't nobody gonna notice. I have blonde hair, so I mean, I could go without it for a month and you aren't gonna see it, because I've been doing it for so long that I've ripped the hair right out of with the follicle, and so no hair grows back. So my legs have probably a quarter of the hair that they did when I used to shave. So it's thinner, so it's not noticeable as much, so I don't have to do it as often. It does take a while to do it, but you'll get good at it, and the more you do it, the less you have to. It takes a lot less time because there's less hair. So you're not going to notice it half as much. So January is a great time to start if you want to. It did come with a little bag to have it in. It has a little brush to keep it clean. And once in a while I'll use a Q-tip with some rubbing alcohol or some, what do you call it? Hydrogen peroxide to make sure it's all clean in there. And it has 2 brushes. One for inside back there, and this one. Maybe this one I found with something else. Anyways, but yeah, it has 1 setting for your regular leg hair, and 2 if you want to do your bikini line or you want to try your armpits, because that might hurt the armpits. And yeah, it does pull. So remember, You're not supposed to put anything on it for a couple days if you're like deodorant and stuff like that for armpits. So same as waxing rules. I get, you know, so a lot of people don't follow it or don't know, but that's an important idea. Part of my GYSTing was tweezing my eyebrows, pulling out all my leg hair, doing my nails, just little stuff that is about me. And another tip, I do shave my armpits, obviously. So that makes me use less product, armpit deodorant. Yeah, that word. Antiperspirant. Either way. A lot of people, their razors, they're disposable, so they just throw them, they toss them. I grew up and we saved ours for like forever. We used them on and on and on. Everybody had their own, everybody knew. We had lots of sisters, so you knew what was yours and you used yours. When I'm done in using it in the shower or the bath, I use my towel. I give it a little swish in the water and go backwards a few times with it to get rid of the water, because a lot of times people throw them out because of the rust, and to get rid of anything that might have built up in there. So if you're not washing your armpits a couple times and then shaving with that soapy water, because that deodorant that's stuck on there will get stuck in here, or dead skin if you're doing a lot of, I don't know, mine lasts forever because I only use it for my armpits, but I also just go backwards with it a few times, and then the little lid piece that comes with it, I just set it on top and let it dry, and then I have no rust and there's no clumpy lumpies and no hair stuck in there, and it's, I don't know, I've had this one a couple months and it works just as good as when I first started using it. So the only time I've ever used one and then threw it away was when it like scratched the crap out of my legs and I went, ah! And that was years ago. So make your stuff last longer and save money with it. When I do the epilator, I don't use shaving cream. I use soap in the shower and lather up and then shave my armpits and we're good to go. So save some money. There's no really need to be wasting all that money when it's still good a couple months later. Nothing wrong with it. It's still clean. It's still hygienic. I put it out of the way, and then when everybody else showers, it doesn't get their stuff on it. It's all great. And yeah, keep your own for these. Don't share these either, for hygienic reasons. But save your money. I don't see why people go through so fast. And I was kind of surprised when I had a visitor and they asked to borrow one, and yeah, they threw mine in the garbage and theirs, and I went, mine was in the shower area but out of the way. So that was last year somebody did that, and I know they come from a family that everything's disposable, everything, you just get it done and gone and whatever, so they probably never even thought of it and never got told it or trained that way, and I kind of thought, well, I guess I do things differently, because my pack of razors lasts me and anybody who visits for years until I go buy another one. So I only buy like packs of 5, and probably a couple years later and 3 visitors later, there it is. So save your money. This JanuHAIRY, yeah, hopefully this doesn't make my search engine go back to hairy armpits, because that was really weird. So go ahead and check me out on YouTube, podcasts, Instagram, and my blog site, just2020.com, and follow me, like me, leave a comment. I know a lot of people who don't shave their armpits, they just trim the hair, and that works better too. A lot of people who go natural, and they get I think in some other countries they just bleach the hair on the legs, so it's, when they call it the golden waterfall or something. So, hey, it's whatever you're used to, whatever you like, whatever your lifestyle is. Hopefully I can be helpful, and don't think I'm judging you if you got hair or if you don't. Do you, and I'll do me. But in the process, well, that's why not save some money and save some time and take good care of ourselves, because you're worth it. And it's a whole lot easier and better to live your life taking care of yourself. And it helps you serve others better, and it helps you facilitate all the other things that you have to do. The housekeeping and the work and the making the money if you're feeling better and healthier, so that you're motivated to do those other things. So take care of you. Have a great day.